From the whole course costing a luxury sedan, bankruptcy, an oversized cookie cutter used to repair the course, how difficult it is for us average Joes, and dead bodies on the course, here are 10 unique facts about the Masters course at Augusta National, with our first one being all about the money. Number 10. In 1931, the property upon which Augusta National Golf Club now stands sold for a staggering $70,000.
Wow.
Which is less than the average price of a luxury car today, like these Mercedes-Benz, or as we call them here in Orange County, a Newport Chevy.
Thou art so clever.
That price tag is equivalent to about $1.3 million in today's money. In 1925, the land was sold to a Miami developer who had plans to turn the former nursery that had gone under 15 years prior into a golf resort, but unfortunately saw the same fate soon after and went bankrupt, forcing him to abandon the idea and sell Augusta National to Bobby Jones and Clifford Roberts, who would hire our next fact to make the abandoned land into the holy land for middle-aged men across the world.
Happy middle-aged bummers like you.
Number 9. Dr. Alex McKenzie was selected as the architect to design the future Masters course, with hopes of hosting a US Open. McKenzie started his golf course architect career in 1907 and designed numerous world-famous courses across the West Coast and Australia, where he patterned his designs after great Scottish and English courses by utilizing natural terrain and minimizing the artificiality to the courses. After a number of flip-flops from the front and back nines,
The switch?
the course would be finished at the beginning of 1933. Tragically, McKenzie suddenly died 2 months before the first Augusta National Invitational Tournament. The name later would be changed to the Masters, a little bit catchier.
Good choice.
Though McKenzie may have been the first, he wasn't the last architect to have his hands all over the course, much like my ex and drummers.
The drummer who lived in a storage space.
Number 8. The course is much different than originally looked in the 1930s, as it had some 15 different architects, and they have brought in much of their own flavor.
My favorite flavor, blue.
To the ever-evolving course yearly for nearly a century. They still kept the course true to its lack of rough, undulating greens, and being sure there's still an emphasis on risk and reward, even with today's modern tech and golfers. It's come a long way since its original look in 1935. Then again, neither of us would probably be looking this good when we're almost 90.
So ugly.
Number 7. Have you ever wondered how every day you watch the Masters, you never see divots from the previous day? Charlie, seriously, I'm trying to make a video here. Go chase an ice cube or something. Sorry, where were we? Yeah, divots. When you're watching the Masters, you'll never see a divot from the previous day. The club has a number of groundskeepers armed with giant looking cookie cutters in the shape of different divots, where they'll cut out turf from the nearby nursery and replace the divots with the new turf every evening after the conclusion of a round. Just a little something actually you won't see at most courses. Number 6. Augusta's famous Rays Creek that runs through the course was named long before any of us Americans knew what golf even was, as it was named after the former property owner John Ray, who passed away in 1789. Who knew? Number 5. The course is known for having some of the toughest greens in the world when using a step meter.
Oh no, you dum-dum!
To measure the speed of the green, long story short, most courses come in at around 6 to 8 feet of rollout. Augusta is expected to be over double that, and it's thought the greens could peak at around 15 feet on the step meter, as the club has a sub-air system in the green to control the moisture.
Or are they moist and red?
In the greens to add to the slickness, and then combine that with the wild amount of undulations to the greens, and you could very well end up tapping your ball and seeing it go on forever. Number 4. The bunkers at the Masters are not your typical sand. For the past 40 years, the 44 pure white bunkers at Augusta National are made of a quartz that's so pure that it prevents golf balls from plugging or burrowing. It comes from a waste product of a mining process that takes place in a specific mine in western North Carolina. Number 3. The Masters is probably as recognizable by its azaleas as it is its iconic green jacket, and with all the holes at Augusta National being named after flowers or shrubs, there of course has to be an azalea hole. The 13th hole at Augusta National has about 1,600 azaleas on it, and around the course there's about 30 different variations of azaleas.
I'll watch flowers sleep in the winter.
Number 2. Augusta National is considered by many as not just the most pristine course, but is probably one of the toughest courses out there. In 1991, the guys over at the course rating department gave the Masters an unofficial rating, since Augusta National doesn't want to have its course rating as the members know exactly how hard it plays. So it got an unofficial course rating score of roughly 76.2. Since there's been changes in 2010, it again got another official ratings boost to 78.1. And then with even more changes over the last decade or so, the course is even expected to play even harder these days. Number 1. In his book, The Story of Augusta National Golf Club, Clifford Roberts claims during the construction of the course, they found an Indian burial ground in the area of the 12th green and left it undisturbed. If you're enjoying these kind of videos, go ahead and check out one of these videos here and feel like subscribing if you want. See ya.